Hello and welcome to this video on the VLE induction for Sheffield International College. For this video we're going to talk about what the VLE actually is. After that we'll look at how you can log into the VLE for the first time. This will take you to the home page. After looking at the home page we'll then talk about virtual reception and give you a tour of the virtual reception. Then after that we'll look at how you can find your modules and also look at some module pages. Okay, so the first thing we'll do is try and log into the VLE. So the first thing you need to do is find the VLE's URL. This is pathways.kaplan.international.com and you can find it that way. Alternatively, you can go to Google and you can find it this way by typing in VLE Kaplan. As you can see, the first option we have is Kaplan International Colleges. You can see the URL pathways.kaplaninternational.com and you can choose to log in. So let's first look at the home page. Let's turn that one off. As you can see in the top right hand corner there's an orange button to log in. So let's click there. Now when you log in as a student you need your student ID. Your student ID, which is a number on the back of your U card. So let's just put mine in. Let's put this one in, and then let's put in the password. Now the first time you use the VLE, your password is going to be change me, all lowercase and no space. So I'm going to write change me in here and log in. Now as you can see, you must change your password to proceed. So the current password was change me. I'm now going to add my own password, which must be at least 6 characters, and then type the password, the new password again. Once you're happy, click Save Changes and be sure to remember your new password. The password has been changed, that's great. So now if I go to this section here and click on Home, you can see the home page, and on the home page we have lots of different modules that you are already enrolled in. The first and the most important one at the moment is the virtual reception. So let's click on the virtual reception. Let's say no. So here is the virtual reception. You'll notice that there's a section on the left here, but also on the right we have a section that's called the sidebar. Now in the sidebar we have the latest news section, and you can see there's been a message from Attila asking you to change your email address to the Sheffield email address. Once you've looked at the latest news, click on Hide Sidebar. This gives you a better view of the virtual reception. As you can see, there are lots of different buttons, and you can use these buttons to find information about the college. So for example, you've just started, and I think most of you are GD Bliss students, BLSS, so we'll click on Academic Programs. As you can see, self-enrollment student, no enrollment key required. So if you don't require enrollment key, just click on Enroll Me. You now have the next section, and we're looking for GD BLSS, and it's just here. If we click again, you can then see the SIC program page for Graduate Diploma BLSS. From here you can find some important information such as your program handbook, which is very important. You should download and read this. You can also find your assessment schedule telling you about the exams and tests and essays and examinations, etc. you have to do. Oh, gone too far. And you could also maybe find out about your academic advisors here. Let's close that and go back to the virtual reception. And we did see just now we had academic advisors, so we'll click on there again just to see what it looks like. Here's your tutorial page, a little bit of information about who your academic advisor is and the role that we have here. And then again we have some useful information, and all you have to do, for example changing your email on the VLE, just have to click and this will take you to a video. let me stop that. And same information about Google Calendar, email on your mobile, etc. is all there. As you can see, there is quite a lot of information on the virtual reception. It is a good idea for you to explore the virtual reception in your own time and find the information that is important to you. Now, moving on from the virtual reception, let's look at finding your modules. So I'm just going to click on Home, and we have a list of all your modules. Now, there are no actual module pages at the moment for studying. That is because you need to self-enroll, or we, the VLE coordinators, can enroll you. So the next time you look here, you will see SIC Spring, and you will see PM001, and you'll also see AS2. For now, I'll show you what they look like, and you can also look this way if you want to. If you're at the virtual reception, you can see that the virtual reception is in the All Services section, which is in My Modules SIC. If you click here, you will then see we have All Services, where you found the virtual reception, and we have another one called New Module Pages. Please click. For the module pages, we've divided them into 3 terms: spring, summer and autumn. As you know, you are just starting the spring term, so we can click here, and here is a complete list, 3 pages actually, of all the different modules you'll be taking. Sorry, let me say that again. Here's a complete list of all the modules at the university. You will be taking, this is for the GD Bliss students, you'll be taking AS2, and you need to use an enrollment key. So let me see, it's capital AS2, Bliss, and fingers crossed GD. And there we are. We have now entered a module page. So let me use this module page just to give you an overview of what they look like. As I've said, this is now a module page, and this is for AS2, which is Academic Skills 2, and as I said, it's for BLSS Graduate Diploma. Again, you can see in the right hand side there's a sidebar, and within this you have latest news. So there's one from myself asking you to introduce yourself. There's navigation to help you find out where you are. There's information about recent activity, and you could also unenroll from the course if you made a mistake. Once you've checked the latest news and seen that there is no latest news, you can then hide the sidebar. This will give you a better view of your module page. So the first thing you'll notice is we have some information about what the VLE is going to be used for. So for example, we have creating a glossary, taking quizzes, downloading and printing documents, and also using it to review information, and maybe also to preview and catch up on anything you've missed. In addition, we may post any materials you need. We can use it to monitor your progress and see how well you're doing. We can also maybe use it to provide some feedback on your assessments. We can create quizzes to test your knowledge. And generally, we're trying to create and use the VLE to support your in-class learning. You'll then find a module handbook, perhaps a study guide, and a glossary of terms. And then there'll be some other important information in this top section for you. If you scroll down, you can see that in week 1, we've divided it into week 1, lesson 1, and we have some information for you there. And we also have week 1, lesson 2, and some information there. We have week 2, lesson 1, and week 2, lesson 2, and the same for week 3. As you can see, week 4 is not available yet. This will not be available until the 3rd of February. The other thing you may have noticed, so let's go to week 1. The other thing you may have noticed is this section here, mark as complete. For these toggles, you can use them to monitor and check your own progress. So for example, you go and introduce yourself, and then you can click complete. You finish this week 1 quiz on vocabulary, which takes you to Quizlet. You finish this, then you can click complete. Here's the PowerPoint from the module. Again, once you're happy that you've downloaded it or you've saved it or you've looked at the information, I'll leave that. You can then click. Let me just stop that. So that is about it for this video. Ooh, one moment, sorry about that. So yeah, that's about it for this video. If you do have any questions about the VLE, first thing I'd like to ask you to do is watch this again. I know there is a lot of information to take on board and to listen to. If you still don't have if you still need to know some information, you can then always email us at vle.sic@kaplan.com. Alternatively, our offices, myself, Tom and Attila, our office is in room E30, which is on the 3rd floor. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you on the VLE. Goodbye.